All right, bed rotting and toxic people. Let's talk about it. Okay, what is bed rotting? I've heard this term come up often in the last 6 months. It's one of those terms I heard that it was like, yeah, I know what it meant and I didn't need to look it up. But once I looked into it, it's basically something I used to do back when I was maybe 23, 24. You sit, you have a messed up schedule, sleep schedule. You may be working, you may not be working, likely not, right? Or if you work, you do this anyways and you lay in bed all day. You don't do anything, right? This is you're racing, you're doom scrolling, you're wasting life, you're watching pornography, you're doing drugs, you're taking medications, and I say medications, the ones that make you crazier, right? And you're just wasting your life away. You're just pissing your life away. I've done this. I was on this streak when I was around 24 for about a year. I was on a messed up schedule, be going to bed at 7 a.m., waking up at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and living it the night. I was like a night creature. And I would just watch movies, anime, eat food at 3 in the morning. It was crazy. And I was very depressed. Um, yeah, it was messed up. So what bed rotting is exactly that and more, right? Whatever. And then another thing I want to tie into this is toxic people and toxic people in your life and how the two correlate, how the two actually go hand in hand. And you'd be surprised. So there's three major points. There's actually four. There's four major points that I've come to realize and I've come to know that were true for me. And every time I was able to look and spot these situations in my life, I immediately felt like I was exhumed from the dead. I felt like I had life again. So here they are. Okay, first thing, and this could be toxic people or this could be you being toxic to yourself. Don't forget about that. You are your own worst enemy. If you want to be, you are your best friend too. I say we, I know me personally, I've been there on both sides of the fence. And luckily, a majority of my life I've been on the more positive side, but I've definitely been down in the dirt. Now, point one, you got people around you that constantly irritate you, they invalidate you, they say something that you want to do, a goal or dream or a thought or an idea, or you even speak, and they will say something to make you feel smaller. They have made that dream or that goal smaller. That's with toxic people. That could be a family member, that could be a best friend, that could be someone you just met. That could be somebody you just met, like walked into the Apple store. Hey, and they just said it in a way, in a condescending tone where you're like, hey, I don't know what phone I want. And they're like, really? Wow. Okay. Well, you've heard of this, iPhone 17, right? And it's just like that flow, boom, it traps you. What this all does, these points, all of them I've tied, they all make you feel drained. They make you feel tired. They make you feel literally tired and sleepy and want to be in bed all day. So that's just one example. Now, the example was self. Oh boy, what a topic I can probably talk about forever. The noise in your head, the noise in your mind, you invalidating yourself. Everybody's got it. Successful people, and I don't mean just like big time successful. I'm talking anybody who's doing well in life has learned to deal with that, turn it off, push it away. I'll also give you a solution to what I do to turn that noise off, because it's not necessarily that it just goes away forever. It's there when you want it to be. It's there when you have this on your line. So, okay, invalidation of self. Hey, I want to do this, and then you don't do it. Or I have a big goal and I want to do this goal, and something comes up and you're like, I'm not good enough, or I'm nothing, or they won't like me, and then you just feel drained. So that's one thing. The next point is similar. Evaluation. Now, what is evaluation? That is when someone tells you what they think about you, tells you what they think you should be doing. You say, hey, I got a great idea. I want to start my own business. They go, well, that's good, but it's also invalidating, right? It's like, oh, well, that's cool, well, I mean, do you really think you're up to it? Or I don't know. I mean, you don't have so much money. I mean, you got to make more money. You got to make more money, and like, it just kills you. It just all that little bit of breath of like hope is gone, right? It's gone. Um, Evaluating. Oh man. Oh well. I mean, that'd be nice. You really have to go. You have to have this. You have to have this. You have to have this, and before you start. Those same people, whether you know it or not, or they know it, they're unhappy with things in their life. So don't listen to those people. Get them off your plate, dude. Like, okay, just acknowledge them. Okay, cool. All right, appreciate it. And then turn it off. Next, go for it anyways. Even if you fail, failure turns into experience if you have the right attitude about it. So just keep going. This also applies to self. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not this. It's right hand in hand with invalidation. It's kind of like assuming something should be before you can do. It's like so backwards, right? You have to do in order to be, right? So you can't just, I'm going to be blah, and then you don't do anything. That's where you get the term like poser and stuff, like whatever. I was a poser, right? I would wear band shirts I didn't know. But yeah, so there's evaluation. And I would say the third point is a big one. And it is like, it's as if you drank a poison potion when this happens. You have a big dream, goal, big, small, something you want to achieve, you want to help someone, you want to do something, and somehow that goal or that purpose or it fails. It gets stopped by you stopping it or someone stopping it. And when you have this goal that has failed, the immediate result you can feel is extreme tiredness, lack of energy, lackadaisical. You feel zapped. You feel like the soul is sucked out of you, man. You feel like the wind is taken from your sails, as they say, right? That will make you feel extremely tired. And this isn't limited to like a day. Some people live their whole lives feeling this way. Think about that. They have some major dream and it's gone by their decision, in a way, or they were stopped and they agreed to stop with it. They said, yeah, I guess I won't. And it's something they really believed in. This is where you get that bed rotting. This is where you get yourself sitting, isolated, alone, quiet, depressed, sad, that pure failure. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. Everything's gone. Any successful person you can watch, go on YouTube, okay? Watch these videos. There's so much out there. They kept going. Yes, they had a purpose or a dream that has failed. And they felt tired too, and they bed rotted too. And they turned to drugs, and they turned to porn, and they turned to doom scrolling. And you know what? They kept going. And really, I've really come to terms being 37. Might be old to some of you, might be young to some of you. I've come to terms with, if you don't quit, you will make it in some way. You will be successful to some degree. How successful? That is up to you. That is up to you and what you set your benchmarks for. You can keep going. Live your dreams, right? Okay, so the fourth point. At this point, let's talk about critical people. Talk about toxic people. You have someone on your plate, no matter how well-intentioned they seem, every time you're around them, you feel drained. You feel, after you've done hanging out with them or being around them, you just feel unhappy. And you don't even know why. And I bet you don't even catch this. You wind up feeling like sick, or you feel like you're dying, literally. You're like, oh, I just feel like, ugh. That's toxic people. And you can dig up all the YouTube videos you want. There's a lot on it, right? But that's my personal take, is when I had these people on my plate around me in my vicinity talking to me, and they would say that one little thing that seemed like, yeah, man, but then you actually break it down and you like read that sentence, or you play that back in your mind, it's negative. It's like having a vampire in your vicinity, and they're not sucking the blood from you. They're sucking the life from you. Here's one thing. I think I heard this from Maya Angelou. Like, oh my God, I live by this. And I would hope that this this is something you could relate to. She said, you don't always remember what people say, but you will always remember the way they made you feel or how they made you feel. And I'm like, oh, you got to like turn your little, like, I don't know, receptors on. You got to like kind of wake up and realize what people say or do. How does that make you feel? And why? Is it a you thing or is it a them thing or both? You gotta watch it for these toxic people. They love it because they feed off of your energy. And they don't even know it. They're even more asleep. They're like a talking puppet. They don't even know. And if you actually pull the string with these people, which I'm not recommending you do, but if you actually figure it out, you'll find that there is some shit in their life that is so messed up and that they're actively doing and knowing about and not doing anything about. So they come around you with a little bit of life, hope, dreams, and they just say that one thing that makes you feel like an ant. So that's point number 4. Okay? That is why people bed rot. That's why people stay failing. They don't get back up. They doom scroll. They're looking for hope and they're so sad. Well, those 3 points, again, invalidation in your life done by yourself or to you. Evaluation, people around you telling you how to be, how to live. Some dream, goal, purpose that has failed and it got stopped. And just in general, toxic people that actually don't give a shit about you and pretend they do. And then you kind of are left feeling drained. If you open your eyes to these 3 points, I pretty much guarantee from my own experience that you will immediately start doing better. You're going to wake up and here's a bonus tip that I would say. When you produce, when you get busy, even when you don't want to, when you lean into the idea, like you're lazy, you're tired, and I don't want to do it, and you just lean into doing it anyway, you're going to feel a lot better. Give it 5 minutes, give it an hour, go on a walk, go do something, do that thing in your room or in life that you have been putting off. The room's filthy, clean it up. Bathroom's dirty, toilet's dirty, mold in the bathroom, clean it up. Get some spray, bleach spray, and just handle it. And you're gonna start feeling a little better as the more you do. So yeah, that's my tip on this subject. Okay, bed rot. What is bed rot? It's a very generalized thing, but everybody, lots of people can relate to it, right? So that's my take on bed rot. That's what I've been able to apply and do in my life that has stopped the bed rot. And I hope that helps you. So yeah, I'll keep it going. I'll catch you next time. And yeah, I'll catch you.